Salam sejahtera semua. Baik, nampaknya sudah ada ramai peserta yang sudah masuk bilik maya satu ini. Semula berdaftar ada 22 orang ya. Enam belas orang sudah masuk, is it? Salam sejahtera, Dr. Dayang. Dr. Dayang adalah dari Pusat Kepimpinan Wanita Tun Fatimah Hashim di Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Selamat datang.
Terima kasih, Syong.
Ya, kita tunggu lagi 5 minit ya. Tapi sementara itu saya boleh mengambil kehadiran para peserta ya. Okay, there's a message from the host. Please give me your details for our record. My mobile number is 01956674402. Possible that is for the attendance record. So, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan boleh hantar detail kepada host kita. Baik, salam sejahtera semua sekali lagi. Terlebih dahulu, saya ingin memperkenalkan diri saya. Saya adalah Dr. Chong Yenny yang sedang bertugas sekarang di Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia di bahagian pembangunan kurikulum Malaysia. Pembangunan kurikulum, sorry. Jadi, tugas saya di sana adalah mengkaji mata pelajaran ekonomi, perniagaan dan juga berkolaborasi dengan agensi-agensi berkaitan dengan financial education network mengenai pendidikan kewangan. So that is a little bit introduction for myself. So I believe that most of you from institution, lecturers and all these things are very good. So I am very happy that I have this opportunity untuk bersama kumpulan ini pada pagi ini. So I believe that kita saling berkongsi ilmu pada hari ini. So terlebih dahulu boleh ke host. So kehadiran handled by you, right? So I will just go into the discussion.
Ya, betul doktor. Terima kasih.
Alright, thank you. Alright. Okay, I've seen also Professor Maklia Dr. Ramla from University Malaysia Sarawak already said hi. Baik, jadi tanpa mengalahkan masa lagi, so seperti yang dibincangkan oleh ahli-ahli panel tadi dan juga dengan Profesor Dr. Nozani, so kita dah dapat banyak pendapat dan fakta-fakta mengenai keadaan wanita dalam akademik dan juga kerjaya pada masa ini. So, seperti yang dinyatakan tadi, pada musim sekarang ataupun pada tahun ini, sejak 2020 last year, terdapat banyak disruptif yang telah mengendalakan pelbagai maklumat polisi negara untuk membantu kaum wanita untuk menerajui ke bidang kerjaya ataupun untuk meningkatkan pencapaian diri ke arah lebih tinggi. Tetapi wujudnya pandemik COVID-19 merupakan satu cabaran yang amat besar, bukan sahaja kepada wanita tetapi kepada seluruh masyarakat di seluruh dunia ini. Alright? Baik. Jadi hari ini, pada sesi ini kita terdapat beberapa bidang tumpuan yang kita boleh berkongsi pada masa ini, iaitu kepimpinan, kesihatan yang merangkumi kesihatan mental, fizikal, keluarga dan lain-lain. Kemudian bidang ketiga ialah Libatsama, Komuniti dan Industri. Bidang keempat adalah Mobiliti dan Kerjasama Antarabangsa. Seterusnya Literasi dan Kewarganegaraan digital. Okey. Dan daripada 5 tumpuan ini, aspek-aspek yang kita akan bincangkan adalah mengenai keadaan masa depan yang kita kehendaki. That is the desire of future state. And then keadaan semasa. Kita akan bincang juga keadaan semasa ini di mana kita menghadapi pelbagai disruptif dan cabaran hidup. Kemudian kita pula ingin melihat kepada jurang ataupun isu yang dikenal pasti. Okay, from our desire and also our goals that we have fixed, then the current situation on how we are going to close the gap or how big is the gap is and what we should do to get the gap smaller, okay, so that we akan akhir sekali kita bincang juga tentang plan tindakan kita, our action plan, alright. Sebelum itu saya juga ingin memperkenalkan Miss Malika. Miss Malika is our reporter. So our reporter will record or report whatever that is being shared by the peserta hari ini lah. Okay. Baik, terlebih dahulu, bolehkah kita tumpu ataupun bincangkan topik kepimpinan seperti yang mana tadi dalam paper kita tadi telah banyak menunjukkan hala tuju kepimpinan wanita dalam peringkat akademik dan juga sebagai penyelidik dan akhir sekali peranan seorang pemimpin wanita dalam dunia korporat. So, itu adalah beberapa poin yang kita boleh bincangkan. Terlebih dahulu, bolehkah saya tahu siapa yang ingin meluahkan sedikit atau berkongsi pendapat tentang aspek bidang kepimpinan ini? Ya, I saw Dr. Daya or
Pagi, Dr. Chong.
yes. You are? Hello?
Selamat pagi, Dr. Chong. Saya Prof. Dayang.
Okay, Prof. Daya, yes.
Hi. Thank you so much for your kind invitation. I attended from the first session, so thank you for this kind invitation. This is a very important topic pasal kepimpinan. Just so happen Jabatan Pembangunan Wanita Negeri Selangor KPW pun ada buat seminar convention kan from this week till end of the week and sambutan Hari Wanita next month. Sambutan Hari Wanita Kebangsaan. So kepimpinan very important. Actually yang saya nak utarakan sikit saja yang disebut oleh Prof Asma tentang stereotyping dan Prof Datuk Nozaini kenapa kita ada ketua menteri wanita pun kita tak tinggi. I think it's got to do with double bind dilemma. I hope everybody knows that, kan? Double bind dilemma ni kita is everybody aware of it, Dr. Chong? Mungkin kita tak guna tak gunakan perkataan tu, tapi sebenarnya terminologi, tapi that's exactly it. Nothing is enough for women. You do pun you salah, you tak do pun you salah. You do don't if you don't, you're doomed. If you do, also you're doomed. Yeah, it's very typical stereotyping where we think woman is only caring, where man is leading. So in my opinion, kalau kita tak perkenalkan every time kita buat topik kepimpinan, bercakap tentang topik kepimpinan, ataupun kita sebagai pemimpin wanita tak bawa the community to acknowledge or understand or be aware of this phenomena, kita takkan boleh bagi dia punya cara untuk intervene, kan? So I hope bila kita dalam kedudukan kepimpinan, organisasi tu kita kena bagi tahu dia what is double bind dilemma. Jadi dia put a stop to it. Because in 2007, the double bind dilemma was first mooted, yeah? And that was 2007, lama dah tu kan? And it's only 2018 that there is a strategic plan to help to intervene, yeah? Contohnya antara 3 strategi itu ialah pertama, kita stop the stereotyping. Jadi bila kita dengar people use mention this pemimpin wanita ni banyak caring je, tak buat kerja, kita put a stop to it. Kedua, kita setarakan assessment tool kita across the gender. Tapi kita bagi peluang kepada wanita lebih. Itu kita punya within kita punya power kan, untuk menambah opportunity for women. Saya ambil contoh Tan Sri Sharifah masa dia jadi naib Chancellor ke-9 UKM. For every post, she will insist on 2 nomination must come from women. So the institution will strive to find the right candidate or will nominate 2 women, kan? Of course, at the end the assessment is the same, which are the same tool. Kan kita tak favoritism. Tapi dengan cara tu kita increase the visibility of women leaders. Itu saya nak point out lah. And of course the third strategy in the double bind dilemma ialah role model, or mentoring, which is something I think a little bit missing in kita punya strategi kepimpinan. And this is very important because last year when they did a survey on an international survey on the motivation of young leaders, you'll see a 60% drop of female youngsters, adolescent, from wanting to lead masa di sekolah rendah. Bila dia nak masuk college, dia hilang. So we'll be losing a significant number of women leaders in the future, kan? And part of it because they don't see who are going to mentor them. So I hope individual university or KPT can assist to not only empower, increase the capability of top women leaders, but
Dek,
also
buka JC.
each top.
Kening tengok bawah pada GM.
Sorry, I think ada yang
Cikgu JC
open
dengan
their mic.
Yeah, Puan Nur Zalfarita from KPT, ya? Is it?
It's okay, Doktor. I dah
Okay.
tolong mute kan. Terima kasih.
Sorry. I'm just going to end by saying that if you are in the position of power, then on top of ourselves attending course to improve our leadership capability, we should also already plan pementoran dan juga kursus kepimpinan untuk pelapis. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. So I can see that Prof, you gave a very clear opinion of yours, that you are saying that actually keadaan sekarang we are losing out of the young women which who they are already being started in training since in primary school dari peringkat sekolah rendah, right? So when they are growing up and then they need some encouragement or mentoring, right? All the way through until tertiary education. So that is the keadaan yang Prof saya nampak lah. Okay. So besides that, the way that mereka sedang menerajui ke arah kepimpinan di peringkat yang lebih tinggi. In the middle, suddenly dia ada jurang, dia ada isu, right? So the jurang dan isu tadi yang dinyatakan adalah stereotyping, alright, one, and then double bind dilemma. So kedua-dua ini adalah berkaitan dengan genderism. Kalau saya tak silap tentang genderism, where there is a little bit of discrimination between people who say that lelaki adalah pemimpin yang lebih efektif, and then peranan wanita yang lebih kepada mungkin supporting the man or maybe supporting the house, family dan sebagainya, right? So that is from the double bind dilemma. And then in a way that organization to acknowledge that a woman should be given opportunity to lead, alright? Itu adalah apa yang dinyatakan oleh Prof Dayan tadi. So selepas daripada itu, nampak juga ada beberapa plan tindakan yang telah diambil oleh pihak kerajaan dan juga komuniti. So, itu adalah cara-cara atau polisi-polisi dasar-dasar untuk stereotyping di mana kita tidak lagi melihat kepada gender, wanita lebih baik ke, lelaki lebih baik ke, but we still give the opportunity, fair opportunity, peluang yang lebih setara. But sebab keadaan yang berlaku sejak dulu hingga sekarang, kita dapati tak bahawa banyak kepentingan ini adalah lebih menghala kepada pihak lelaki lah, kaum lelaki. So, itu sebabnya kita need a push to memberi peluang and then accessibility platform kepada wanita untuk melibatkan diri, visible themselves, visibility yang seperti yang dinyatakan oleh Profesor Dayang tadi. Okay, so itu adalah beberapa keadaan pada masa sekarang and also pada masa dahulu. And keadaan masa depan yang kita kehendaki adalah seperti yang Prof Dayang nyatakan tadi, tentang mentoring. There should be a mentoring or kursus-kursus kepimpinan yang disediakan untuk golongan wanita ini khususnya sejak sekolah, peringkat sekolah lagi, so that they are pushed, they are make sure that they are doing good, and then somebody to really influence them positively, memberi pengaruh yang lebih positif, di mana memberi galakan kepada mereka untuk terus mencapai keinginan, matlamat hidup dan sebagainya. So that is apa yang saya rumuskan daripada Prof Dayang. Prof, is there anything that I left out? Ada apa-apa yang saya tinggalkan?
Dr. Chong,
Yeah.
is it easier if I share some of the resources to you?
Okay, no problem. If you
Yeah,
would like
I mean,
to share.
yeah, because it's not what I think. It's probably if you do literature review on the matter, kan? So I just want people to understand that it's not a personal opinion alone, yeah. But if you look at the literature review over 30 years, we haven't really. I think to say equal opportunity, you must be equal lah mula-mula kan. Tapi kalau your numbers are all already behind, you cannot say you want to give equal opportunity. You must increase the visibility and the chances of female. Until we reach that number, barulah you kata we can treat you equal, kan? Because you only ask for equality because there is an imbalance, and the imbalance is still persist until now. Jadi kalau kita nak, cuma saya kata equal opportunity untuk masuk dalam the competition. Sebab sekarang ni nak masuk dalam competition pun sebab the mental state is that the male are the apa tu leader yang natural, they feel which is not right. So we create the opportunity, equal opportunity to reach that goalpost. Tapi lepas tu kalau kita nak memilih pemimpin, katakan TNC ke VC ke, of course kan VC post TNC semua ni politically connected kan, tapi at least apa yang macam Akad buat tu kan, kita lalu the same apa tu tools is semua orang dapat lah, tapi nak sampai ke situ tu contohnya Pusat Kepimpinan Wanita kita dibenarkan mencalon kita punya calon yang kita harapkan kan, calon wanita yang kita harapkan. Janganlah bila kita jadi ketua dalam institusi kita, wanita yang mengetuai institusi tu, kita nak juga nominate lelaki juga. Find the woman. That's what I'm trying to say kan, because apa ni macam itulah. Itu saja Dr. Chong. I really love to hear from other members in the group. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Prof.
Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'm Prof. Nuraida from Center for Research on Women and Gender, USM.
Hi, Prof.
I just want to, in support of what Prof. Dayang has mentioned also, I think apa yang Prof. Dayang sebutkan sebagai memberi mengambil langkah yang affirmative lah untuk memastikan ada tempat untuk wanita tu is really part of the temporary special measures and temporary special measures yang telah disebutkan dalam Convention on the Elimination of all forms of against women yang Malaysia telah jadi negara anggota sejak tahun 1965 lah. Saya juga ingin memberi ataupun menggunakan analisis yang sedikit berbeza yang boleh juga merangkumkan apa yang dibincangkan oleh Profesor Dayang. So contohnya kalau saya menggunakan analisis yang digunakan oleh Aruna Rao sejak tahun 99 lagi, dan dia juga telah improve dengan analisis ini. Dia menggunakan empat kuadran sebagai satu cara untuk melakukan perubahan ke arah kesaksamaan gender. Apa yang perlu diperhatikan ialah, for example, personal consciousness. So apa yang kita perlu create dalam environment personal consciousness, kesedaran tentang kesaksamaan gender. Dan kesedaran tentang kesaksamaan gender ini mestilah dilihat bukan sahaja kesaksamaan yang dalam bentuk formal, tetapi kesaksamaan yang dalam bentuk substantif. Kadang-kadang kita melihat kepada akses saja. Kita kata okey, dah ada peluang, dah ada akses, semua orang boleh mendapatkan kenaikan pangkat contohnya dalam career path sebagai academician. Tapi kita tak memberi kesaksamaan substantif, iaitu melihat apa dia halangan-halangan yang dihadapi oleh wanita dalam mencapai ataupun dalam mengambil akses yang telah diberikan, terutamanya dalam kenaikan pangkat dan juga dalam position sebagai in leadership. Dan ini berkait rapat dengan kuadran yang kedua, iaitu apa yang Aruna Rao dan rakan-rakan panggil deep structure. Deep structure ni maksudnya sesuatu normatif yang telah ada dalam masyarakat yang amat mendalam, yang berkait dengan terutamanya sosial budaya, pandangan-pandangan. So bila kita dengar tadi daripada pembentang-pembentang dalam forum plenary tadi, bahawa ada pandangan berkaitan dengan wanita yang mengatakan sebenarnya okey, kita tak berminat pun untuk menjadi ketua sebab kita lebih berminat untuk buat kerja ni, tapi kita tidak interrogate keadaan tersebut, dan kita tidak kata kenapa wanita tidak berminat. So sebab ada struktur mendalam yang telah ada dalam masyarakat tentang terutamanya tentang gender division of labour dalam keluarga, yang seperti Datuk Asma juga sebut, yang bila berlaku pandemik dan terpaksa bekerja dari rumah, so multiple burden, bukan saja double burden terhadap wanita. So pandangan yang bahawa lelaki lebih baik sebagai pemimpin, mereka lebih berani, so kita meletakkan juga nilai-nilai kepemimpinan yang ada pada wanita, yang selalu kita observe pada wanita sebagai satu perkara yang negatif. Nilai yang ada di lelaki, contohnya macam bila seseorang lelaki firm dalam kepemimpinan, bertegas dalam kepemimpinan, kita dilihat sebagai satu kualiti yang baik. Bila wanita dilihat sebagai bertegas, dilihat sebagai kualiti yang tidak baik, sebagai controlling dan sebagainya. So itu adalah deep structure, dan saya rasa yang perlu diubah juga ialah, kalau kita seperti yang disebut oleh Prof Dayang tadi, maksudnya kalau kita nampak keadaan tu memang sudah tidak level playing field, dah dalam keadaannya dari segi kepemimpinan kita memang dari bawah, cara yang boleh dilakukan untuk perubahan ialah memastikan sumber resources are being allocated untuk memastikan ada calon-calon dalam calon-calon wanita untuk kepemimpinan. So resources dari segi bukan saja dari segi kewangan, tapi resources dari segi facilities, dari segi perkara-perkara yang lain lah, dari segi melihat kepada resources tentang masa, bagaimana boleh memberikan sedikit ataupun melakukan sedikit perubahan dalam konteks memberi kuota dan sebagainya. Dan yang paling penting juga saya rasa ialah perlu ada dasar ataupun undang-undang yang spesifik untuk mengubah situasi. So kadang-kadang kalau dari segi nak ubah praktis sahaja agak sukar jika tidak ada guideline yang clear tentang perkara yang mesti dilakukan. Buat masa ni itu saja yang saya ingin intervene.
Terima kasih, Doktor. Jadi daripada kedua-dua profesor tadi, profesor doktor tadi, kita dapat tahu bahawa sebenarnya sekarang kita masih dalam perjalanan lah. Bukan kata jauh sangat, tetapi kita mesti berusaha supaya terus untuk mencapai maklumat yang mana kita tetapkan secara keseluruhannya sebagai satu nation. A nation, we work together. Jadi sekarang yang penting sekali ialah we find our women, right? We find our women. So we have leaders, existing leaders who are women, then mereka yang akan tolong kita untuk mencari lebih ramai women. Okay, so first of all, we have to make opportunities equally between men and women. Itu adalah seperti yang dinyatakan oleh Prof. Dayang. So selepas itu Prof. Nuraida turut menyatakan sedikit sebanyak tentang macam mana untuk menempatkan wanita dalam peringkat menjadi seorang pemimpin. So pemimpin will find pemimpin. Pemimpin will find the talent. Okay? So, itu adalah seperti yang telah dinyatakan tadi. So kita ada satu maklumat, iaitu kita kena menuju ke arah kesaksamaan gender dan seterusnya menggunakan pemimpin wanita ini untuk mencari lebih ramai talent pemimpin wanita pada masa yang akan datang. Okay. Ada lagi pandangan ataupun pendapat daripada siapa-siapa daripada grup ini sebelum kita teruskan ke bidang yang seterusnya, iaitu kesihatan?
Dr. Chong, boleh saya nak tanya sesuatu?
Yes,
Saya
boleh,
Nizam daripada Senior Rexham. Sebenarnya saya telah mengikuti beberapa series workshop dan sebagainya untuk gender equation. Cuma saya nak tanya, apakah langkah-langkah yang telah kita ambil kerana penglibatan wanita ni perlukan pemahaman daripada lelaki juga. Tapi dalam setiap meeting, dalam setiap conference, dalam setiap discussion, 90% yang dalam conference wanita tu adalah wanita. Jadi untuk kerjasama tu kena ada kata apa? Kena ada pemahaman daripada lelaki juga kenapa mereka tak interest untuk register. Contohnya saya ambil dalam yang kita punya workshop pagi ni lah. Boleh differentiate peratusan wanita dan lelaki. Kalau hanya wanita, discuss dengan wanita, which is good lah. Tapi kalau ada penglibatan lelaki, that will be much better kan? Itu soalan lah. Terima kasih, Doktor.
Terima kasih Encik Nizam. So seperti yang dinyatakan tadi Encik Nizam juga ada poinnya lah. So biasanya Encik Nizam, saya rasa macam ini. Human being human nature. Kalau kita nampak macam, Simposium Wanita. So it will be thought that, this is actually for wanita, right? So mungkin itu adalah seperti yang dinyatakan oleh Prof. Asma tadi lah. We are influenced by cultural sometimes. Then we are also influenced by structural. So we see certain things, the organizing committee, which is also false that banyak lelaki, right? Okay, Prof. Dayang ada nyatakan dalam chat room kita. Encik Nizam, maybe you can go and have a look. Alright.
Sorry, maybe
So,
saya yang ini tentang pasal yang saya share tu study yang berkaitan drop of interest in the young. It's just that. But yang Cik Nizam cakap tu betul. Actually, it is called managing diversity kan, Cik Nizam. And woman actually is a bit more better at managing diversity. So the reason why the male are not entering this is because it's the male lah, kan? You cannot bring male to participate unless they think it is important, kan? So I truly am amazed that you join the session. It speaks well about of how you find this matter very important, kan? But I also feel as a leader, memang semua wanita yang jadi ketua mesti bukan saja gender diversity. I think we have to be very careful that we want participation of ethnic, so there should be ethnic diversity. There should be age diversity as well. So if we in the position of power, we have to make sure the young, the middle age and the elderly are also represented. Otherwise, you will not make a good decision for everyone, kan? Especially those in the policy making position, I feel. Which I think will involve banyak angka disebut masa perbincangan kesihatan. Thank you. Saya tak berapa
Okay.
pandai lah nak share item pakai Webex ni. Saya dah agak biasa dengan Zoom. Jadi saya macam ni sikit. Tapi saya nampak sekretariat minta saya email. Saya cuba email lah. Terima
Got
kasih.
it. Alright. So thank you, Prof. So I think that you actually shared a lot of things in our chat room. Alright. So Encik Nizam, we roughly indirectly answer your question, yeah?
Yeah, sure, understood.
Okay.
But I believe
But,
that in the
yeah.
future, a lot of initiative should be taken to encourage more men to be in the women's workshops and so on. Just my opinion, 2 cents.
Yeah. I agree with you also. And then maybe later we can bring up this issue in Libatsama Community and Industry. Alright.
Yeah, sure.
So seterusnya kita akan beralih ke bidang yang kedua, iaitu tentang kesihatan. So when we say about kesihatan mental, fizikal, keluarga ini memang penting lah, especially pada masa-masa sekarang kita sedang menghadapi pandemik ini di mana all of us are at home, dikurung di rumah, tidak boleh pergi ke sana ke sini, so duduk di rumah sahaja. So di rumah selain daripada kerja, especially for the women, not to say men they work less at home, no, but I can see that, you know, when sometimes it's a nature lah, it's a mother nature that woman ini dia duduk di rumah, dia tidak saja tumpu kepada kerja, tetapi dia tumpu kepada anak-anak, look at the kids homework, you know, make sure that they go online and then they have their classes well and all these things. That is the reason why seperti yang dinyatakan oleh panel-panel kita tadi, we work and integrate, you know, the whole way through. Tak kira masa dah, tak tahu bila siang, tak tahu bila malam. Okay, but so adakah ini satu cabaran baru ataupun sebenarnya dari dulu lagi women has been facing this type of problem? Okay, that means besides working in the office, they need to check out their kids. They make sure that the maid do everything at home well and then treat the kids well, and then make sure that orang-orang tua, warga emas mereka are well taken care also. So there are a few things that a woman has really need to focus even during their at work. So is this new cabaran atau selama ini adalah cabaran yang sama, tetapi oleh sebabnya sekarang semua duduk di dalam rumah pada pandemik ini, so things are getting worse or maybe things are getting better. Okay, so bolehkah saya menjemput wakil-wakil untuk berkongsi dengan kita untuk bidang kesihatan ini?
Dr. Chong, I'm a medical doctor, you know.
Oh yeah, Dr. Dayan.
I'm a
I
pediatric.
can see.
Yeah, I'm a
good.
pediatric surgeon by profession. I'm also co-chair of the health committee for NCWO.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, we are very into this, yeah.
Okay.
And
So
we
can you share?
yeah,
You would like to share with
definitely.
us? Okay.
Number one, women can multitask, and that is a plus point. Everybody knows that. I'm single, but you know, we multitask is inherent in us. That's why in the leadership we do transformational leadership. Which means that we always ensure everybody is upgraded, kan? We pick we are integrative in leadership style, but we are also transformative. So even as 10 years ago, that characteristic we know from all the literature. But this online thing, I think it is the COVID. If you want to talk about kesihatan, I think you need to look at the COVID situation. Number one, in urban, women are also 50% or maybe 70% providing financial stability to the family. We're talking about urban. And so they are also the informal economic provider at the moment, kan? Bila kita tak ada kerja ni, ramai suami yang tak bekerja apa semua, ramai yang buat jual-jual makanan, ya. Jadi and then go online sale, direct sale, semua informal. Tapi these are the most important provider now, kan? Jadi saya ingat if you want how women is affected, there's enough evidence already, kan? Mental strength is loosened, physical abuse is high. In the medical field, nurses are very affected. They say, saya ambil contoh di hostel saya lah, di hostel UKM. The pediatric services, some of the pediatric nurses are being asked to look after adult COVID patients. So what happened? For 15, 20 years, dia jadi jurawat kanak-kanak, kan? Tapi tiba-tiba tahun ni sebab COVID kena jaga COVID adult pula tu. So it's a lot of mental stress for them. So what about the one yang tertinggal tak buat kerja ni, yang tak dipilih untuk jaga COVID ni? Dia pula terpaksa cover the extra work kawan-kawan dia, the void that the friend has left, kan? So they have to jadi overwork pula. It's a stress juga, Jadi mental stress occurs in women at work, and then bila balik rumah, because of the situation, mungkin ekonomi kurang atau belanja kurang, in our survey, we find that they quote and this is not just the nurses, this is across the board for all female professional. They say there is increased verbal abuse. I think everybody can do this simple study in their institution. Do a happiness index on the female personnel in your institution and see where are the problems. They will say setidak-tidaknya is verbal abuse. Dia kena sindir kat rumah, penat, dia kena sindir. So sindiran is something probably a lot of people in our culture think is normal. So sindiran tu di mana? Sindiran tu mungkin secara fizikal oleh ahli keluarga, juga di media sosial. Banyak sindiran-sindiran berlaku, kecaman berlaku. So my team, we look at all this and we are trying to propose for the budget 2020, through NCWO lah, it's not just my idea, it's the whole team, so the president of the NCWO, she's looking into this, she's asking us for input, and our saranan ialah kita determine the burden of mental stress in female for the particular institution. You can do that. You can also get numbers for the male, kan? It's not fair lah. Kita hanya bincang pasal nanti Cik Nizam terasa. But you do both. But you know the female are the one yang terasa lebih, kan? So you get the burden of disease. Then only you can plan budget to intervene. Apa budget yang kita boleh allocate? Kita boleh buat allocate budget untuk psychologist, psychology sessions, locum to pay the psychologists. A lot of them ask for psychological outlet, a session at work. Jadi dia datang kerja, dia cerita apa masalah dia, and then dia start kerja. Sebelum dia balik, kita debrief the person. Sebelum dia balik rumah, dia terangkan. It's very stressful, working with the COVID patient, because they have to not only gown, but there's always that worry you bring back the disease to your family, kan? So what are the concern there? So meaning kalau dalam bidang kesihatan, kalau the person is involved in the management of COVID, kita dahulukan dia, make sure bukan saja dia vaksinasi, saya rasa semua itu dah di taken care, tetapi keluarga dia divaksinasi. They get the priority because they're going to be bringing back. Kalau dalam isi rumah dia jaga ibu bapa, orang tua, ada maid, semua isi rumah dia kena dapat priority vaksinasi. I think saya tak sure di USM, tapi I know di UM they've already done that, which is fantastic for their medical faculty, kan? And UKM masih ada ketinggalan sikit, Tapi mungkin KPT can propose that, So doctors, you ensure and you put budget for this. Bukan macam bagi vaksin, ivermectin, repeat swabs, So all that. I think di peringkat KPT, kalau we are talking about KPT, kan, we can help KPT to propose that, Dr. Chong. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. So, yeah, I agree with Professor Dayang very strongly. Yes, we sometimes we can see through the TV screen that we can really see our nurses. They are really totally strained out, you know, and I can understand that some of them they couldn't go back, especially at the early stage of pandemic. So these are all the stress mentally that they hide inside themselves because they are too busy to attend the COVID patients. So they simpan terpendam tu. So that is the problem lah, the burden. Yes, I saw Professor
Sorry, Dr. Chong.
Yes,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry, I should have given opportunities to all the other participants here, but I just want to take up a very important point. I think in the beginning when you introduced the topic on health ni, I just want to emphasize that it's not natural for women to be the caregivers, for women only to be caregivers of family. So nothing natural about about women. So sebenarnya we are being socialized to do it. So I think this is the part of the deep structure that I'm talking about. So the only natural thing about women and children is that women give birth to children. Selepas itu, kedua-dua lelaki dan perempuan are capable of looking after children, are capable of taking care of their homes, are capable. I mean, this is the kind of equality that we should. Sebab sebenarnya this kind of unfair gender division of labour yang menyebabkan women are especially affected during this pandemic when they have to work from home or so sometimes they also carry the multiple burden of being the sole breadwinner because husbands lost their job and so on. Because, and this can be seen, for example, in our study. Because I was involved in the study on families on the edge, the UNICEF study, a recent one, just finished in March this year. So so the situation, I mean, when we look at the qualitative part of the study, the situation for women in the B40 families, for example, while sometimes because women are, I mean, again, this is a socialization, women are more resourceful in addressing the economic challenges of pandemic, but at the same time, when their husband lose their job, their husband just stay at home and not contributing to the work at home, not contributing to the care of the children, to the education of the children. So this is the part that we need to change. So the reason that we are seeing a more serious impact on women because of the pandemic, for working women especially also, is because the unequal gender division of labor at home. So when the work is brought to home, the location of work is brought to home, then the situation is exacerbated. I mean, we know this in our own experience. So who's concerned about children's education when children cannot go to school? So the burden is sort of given to women. So we need to change the mindset. So because the study, for example, among studies among academic in Europe, for example, the productivity of men goes up, the productivity of women goes down. In Australia, the productivity of women in terms of generating, doing publication work, research, and so on, went down by 11% compared to by 7% amongst men. So we must move away from thinking from this thinking that it is natural for women to be caring about this. So it's the same way that we stereotype the kind of leadership that women have. So I think that's what I want to say.
Yes, very much agree. Prof. Yeah, you see, sometimes you can say, oh, caregivers like what we usually say, oh, mama lah. Usually we will go to mommy, right? So these are the things that, yeah, true, Prof, that we need to really meningkatkan kesedaran, kepada masyarakat secara keseluruhannya. Family is all about the husband and wife, the link, the ties, and then the trust with the family members. So it shouldn't be burdened to the woman only. So for example, there are also my colleagues that are really eyewitness. The father will do all the teaching, the children's online class work and all these things, make sure their kids really go to online classes. There are really also men who do that. Yeah. Okay. Just now I saw one Fauzia. You would like to share with us anything?
Yeah, can I?
Yes. Yeah, of
Okay,
course. Sure.
I'm Dr. Fauzia from UMT, University Malaysia Terengganu. So I have one issue, but I don't know this issue can be settled or not by KPT or government. But okay, like Prof. Dayang said that yes, woman is a multitasker. She can do anything. So when a task given to a woman, that woman can give like kalau satu saja task A, that woman can do A to Z. So, but plus if the woman is single. So here I just want to say that maybe bila orang nampak single tu macam there's no problem with single individu. Actually it's really affect to health. So when the people is woman plus single, normally orang tak rasa macam single tu ada commitment. So during contohnya PDPR ke apa, yes, a single macam tak nampak ada isu PDPR because they don't have any kids or they don't have a commitment. But actually when a woman ends single, a lot of like kerja-kerja lain semua dia akan pass to single and that single can't say no. So maknanya memang single kalau nak kasi no pun dia say that dia pun sebesalah nak kata no sebab oh okay I don't have that kind of commitment macam orang yang berfamily lah. In fact sebenarnya that single also have other problem like they have old parents yang disabled, yang OKU when there is feel guilty to share because other people have like problem with kids or maybe that's bigger problem than our problem which only have disabled parents. Okay, plus then you are young. Okay, woman plus single and plus young. When you are young, that people assume that young woman can absorb anything or can adapt any technology regarding to this COVID issue, any technology. Oh, young, you are young, you can do anything. This how can you do this? Can you do this because you are young, like that? And plus, you are a leader. So it's a nice package. Yeah, you woman plus single plus young and plus leader. So when you are a leader, you have like also feel guilty when you want to give a task to a married another married officer because they say that oh we can't do this, we have a lot of problem with family. In fact that leader have to do that task by their own. So in fact masalah ni bukan berlaku masa COVID sahaja, but the whole time, which is really give mental health to that single. They don't have anyone to be share. Itu macam the current for me tak tahulah this is really big issue atau tidak, tetapi memang that single woman memang rasa agak kuat tersisih lah. So I don't know how this issue can be solved. So macam Dr. Chai share tadi, banyak opportunity peluang yang patutnya diberi kepada researcher tetapi kurang diambil peluang. Bukan tidak mahu mengambil peluang tetapi a lot of other commitments yang perlu diambil atau ditanggung yang tidak boleh diambil oleh orang yang dah married semua tu. So we don't have any time, macam tak boleh nak balance orang kata tugas hakiki dengan research yang lain. Dia macam rasa bersalah. Plus memang tak confident lah. So I don't know this issue is an issue or not, but I hope that maybe government can have a look to this like woman plus single plus young and plus a leader. Thank you, Dr. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, what you say is true because I also witnessed that a few of my colleagues who they are also single, memang everything they say, okay, after that they have more time at home, they are single, they have no comment. So that also stereotype. Prof. Dayang, Prof. Dayang, you
saya nak cakap again, saya tak tahu, saya setuju dengan betul Dr. Fauziah tu. Tapi begitulah, disebabkan kita boleh buat, tak semestinya kita kena war-warkan. And it cannot be a reason to distribute the work. The responsibility cannot be forced into person yang can multitask. A good leader wouldn't do that. Yeah. And I think kita kena voice out. Kita tak mau buat tu. That's why kita ada ketua-ketua yang sepatutnya kan. But I understand. Dia melihat kita yang single ni sebagai orang yang available, the most available people to help. But it's also us that have to say no to it. And I can to answer your question whether this is a problem or not. Actually, that's why I said kita buat happiness index to tengok, and you will see remarkable data from your own institution for which you can make a difference. Sebab kalau kita nak suruh tunggu polisi, it will take, I don't know lah, selama dah nak bersara ni pun sama je treatment tu kan. And every time we change ketua, even when we have the female ketua, not a female ketua will be kesian. And people always talk about married family, married women, mothers, banyak simpati di situ. And truly, it's time to have data on the single, kita tak suka nak segregate sangat, tetapi kita kena sebab bila mental health dalam data yang kita buat tu yang ramai about equal lah, yang single pun ramai merasakan begitu. Medical personnel yang terpaksa jaga COVID ni pun single, they are quite young, so and they are unmarried, not married yet. Burden dia sama, tetapi kadang-kadang kita tengok dia memang jadi mangsa kepada mereka yang ada keluarga. Bila kita perlu bantuan, kita pass kepada orang yang tak ada family. Dan truly, even macam saya, kita are looking after a sick. I was looking after my very sick housemate, and she passed away. That 2 years when I was looking after her, it was very stressful. But people outside would think, oh dia ni tak kahwin, dia free. So yes, I think until we have the data, kita susah sikit Dr. Fauzia nak bercakap tentang intervensi, tapi kita boleh buat perubahan jika kita boleh present kepada institusi kita burden tu, dan kita boleh buat perubahan. I'm sure because I've done it. I have significantly put an end to bagi-bagi macam tu, dan kita dapati, especially kan kalau dalam medical ni pembahagian cuti. Yang berkeluarga tu cuti sekolah pun dia, cuti hari raya pun dia, kan kalau nak bagi on call. Jadi saya sebagai ketua, saya kena make sure ada kesamarataan kan. So saya buat survey tu, saya tunjukkan yang kita tak boleh take advantage kepada wanita single. Your points are very correct. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Prof. So I think as what many of us know that there is really serious burden within the woman, that kesihatan mental ini sebenarnya dia akan terus mempengaruhi kesihatan fizikal dan the family ties lah. Okay. So I believe that plan tindakan pada masa akan datang yang paling terdekat yang kita boleh buat ialah masing-masing meningkatkan kesedaran supaya tidak terlalu membebankan wanita, terutamanya single woman, dalam organisasi kita sendiri. For example, maybe for our division, we can go back to ask the counselor or the bahagian psychology to give counseling to make research survey regarding the keperluan wanita dalam organisasi kita sendiri. Seterusnya kita pergi ke bidang yang ketiga, iaitu Libatsama, Komuniti dan Industri. So saya buka kepada rakan-rakan. I saw Miss is it Puan Wong, is it? I saw you are very active in the chat room. Can you share verbally with us?
Hi, Dr. Chong. I'm sorry that I couldn't really be active in verbally because I have children at home, so it might create lots of noise to everyone. That's why I prefer typing.
Okay, can.
Yeah, this is usually gender equality. Because at the same time, I need to take care of them as well.
Oh, it's okay. I think we are okay with the noise.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I used to it.
Okay. Yes. I think
In
you
fact,
can
international
share with
conference, only the female presenter will bring their kids in front. We so enjoy that very much.
Because I'm also a newborn
You don't
baby
mind.
here with me.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
congratulations.
okay.
Thank you
Congrats.
so much. Yeah,
Uh,
another thing that I would like to share about like what Dr. Noraida said about the socialized for the woman's burden, or we can say that women's task. So for this point of view, I would like to share that why not we start educating the gender equality starts from the young. I mean, from primary, from the school, from the education, young education, rather than we discuss the gender equality whenever we are in the tertiary level or in a university. Is it is too late that we educate people that whenever we are really adult, or we should actually teach them or educate them about the gender equality since they are from primary, so that everyone should know that we have to share whatever we have in our life, not only cooking, cleaning, and every household, or rely on women. And the men only sit in the living room, look at the phone, and everything rely on the women and waiting for the food and so on. So this is actually education.
Yeah, one more. All right. So, yeah, she has a very good point that, yalah, that is the reason why kita perlu Libatsama community dan industri kan. So, community, they should really ataupun adakan taklimat, how a woman can be lighten up, so that is the link like just now Encik Nitam kata tadi lah. Banyak simposium ke organisation of any talk ke, banyak kalau wanita banyak sahaja tertumpu pada audience wanita. So actually the men should come in, temankan isteri, temankan ibu kan, temankan kakak, sama-sama untuk memberi pendapat bagaimana untuk meringankan beban wanita ni dan untuk membantu wanita untuk progress, because I believe that there are many hidden talents, right? Sayang, I saw you have something to say, is it?
Oh no, I'm just saying, with context of community, I think it's a good practice. I know it's not easy. I also started late. I think it's very good to attach to an NGO. If every woman leaders can attach themselves to an NGO, we can make a bigger difference. Because as you know, in the academic world like mine, when we have data and we propose changes and we bring to the policy makers, kementerian semua ni mengambil masa untuk buat perubahan dasar. Kadang-kadang kita keluarkan kertas polisi pun it's not easy. Yang saya nak share pengalaman saya dalam buat kertas dasar untuk Akta Jenayah Seksual Kanak-kanak 2017. That by far I think is the fastest one that we were able because the team push for it. But macam mana kita nak buat benda tu? Kita ada data, kita tunjuk burden of problems, burden of disease, burden of problems. Lepas tu kita adakan kita network dengan NGO, dan NGO yang kita network tu was NCWO. Dia ada over 200 organisation registered under dia. Apa kita buat? Kita spreadkan what we can do and ceritakan dulu apa plan, apa kisah yang kita nak kerajaan buat perubahan. Jadi di peringkat orang ramai, di peringkat rakyat dah ada perubahan tu dah boleh berlaku. Jadi bila perubahan berlaku, bila benda tu dibincang di parlimen pun, pembangkang ke, kerajaan ke, dia akan sepakat sebab dia dah nampak mood rakyat tu begitu. Jadi maksudnya dalam bahagian gender equality dan sebagainya yang kita cerita ni semua, kita boleh bawa isu tu kepada komuniti dengan lebih mudah kalau kita attach diri kita kepada mana-mana NGO. Terpulanglah. Mungkin NGO tu even penduduk kawasan kan, kita melibatkan di dalam masjid atau badan agama, persatuan agama dekat situ. We will make a difference. I think that is most important for everyone to understand. We make changes within our capacity first. Then kita dengan dalam NGO yang tersohor misalnya, kita boleh bawa idea ke kita untuk dikongsi dan jadikan polisi dan akta. Itu saya punya konsep juga. When you have track records, it's a lot easier for people to follow your advice, kan? Yeah. Cadangan Dr. Wong tadi pasal sekolah, betul. Contoh macam saya bagi contoh. Now kan Dr. Chong, I'm working with your bahagian sumber teknologi. Bawa amalan mesra kanak-kanak di sekolah. You would think why this doctor want to bring amalan mesra kanak-kanak di sekolah. Tapi it's about, you know why? Because if you look at the statistic of suicide rate yang polis bagi tahu tu, the most recent is the paling tinggi umur 15 ke 18. Contrary to what people think is about COVID, tak ada cukup duit, nothing to do with that, you know. It's the 15 to 18 years old are pediatrics, children. And it's about their coping mechanism. So if parents during COVID are so stressed, they cannot cope, the children are worse, yeah. So we are, why do we do amalan mesra kanak-kanak di sekolah? Kita buat secara kecil saja dulu. Kita buat webinar to create awareness. Then after that we will come up with a guideline. Hopefully the kementerian will buy in, kan? But we, again, the approach is the same. We go to the rakyat first, create awareness. Lepas tu kita take it with the data. Dan kita ada that capability sebab kita daripada universiti, kan? And I think there's a lot of people here from academic institution, so we can contribute that way. Apa dalam benda yang kita stress dalam amalan mesra kanak-kanak di sekolah tu, how teachers can assist to identify adolescent or children at the risk of having bad coping mechanism. And again, we are still talking about the mental stress tadi, kan? Itu saya bagi contoh lah. So it berkait, kan? Komuniti, kesihatan, kepimpinan, kan? So saya nak kongsikan sajalah. If there are more people who wants to join, then of course kita buat begitu. Dan saya tengok ni macam, of course role model lah di dalam rumah. Kita role model dalam rumah, dalam komuniti kita, dalam kepimpinan dalam komuniti tu, you show that again, kan nak tunjuk multitasking, kan? Tapi at least kita nak tunjuk you know, you respect the female emotionally, you don't purposely create more stress to them. That's there. Dr. Wong cakap, I ask my sons to do house chores. Nature equality starts from home. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, Prof. Daya, the reason I do so because from my family background, everyone treated my father like a king. He doesn't need to even work to get a food, to clean everything. Then like until the end, until today, my mom always like pope banyak complain a lot about my father, this and that. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Then I told my mom, because of you, because you pamper him a lot.
But I can tell you, coming from the same home, we all treated the same. My late father equal opportunity, but my eldest brother tak ada pun. Bila dia dah kahwin, dia pun jadi macam tu dia, a king. So yeah, when we said it's good, we put from kecil kita nurture, betul kan? Tapi in the end bila dia besar kan, that's why kita kena juga ada sesi untuk orang dewasa ni. Sebab it's like refreshers course to them, to everyone. Yeah.
So meaning I have to also educate my father-in-law in the future.
I love to see you and your children on video. Miss Nurul Zain.
Oh, yes. Actually,
I have 4 sons. Yeah.
we can open our video when we are talking because I think only I can see myself.
Nurul, 4 sons.
Yeah.
All did house shows. There you go. Hello.
So this is right lah, Dr. Wong, because we encourage family members to attend talks together with us.
Yeah, don't be
Okay.
shy. I think we should always allow.
Hi, Prof.
Hi.
All right. Yeah, I think next time I will link you to our Bahagia Psychology and Counseling because I
And
really feel that
I'm not the only one. I have a team. I always want to say,
so
you know,
sorry.
you need a team, kan? Team of
Yeah.
experts. Miss Nurul Zain, 4 sons, all did house chores from cuci toilet. Excellent lah. You're the queen in the house. Alhamdulillah.
So Nurul Zain, you want to talk a little bit about this topic? Yeah, good. Now you can see a lot of videos. Okay, come. I think you have to unmute. You have to
I'm
unmute.
from Sabah. I'm in state.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi from Sabah, everyone. Okay, talking about this Libatsama community dan industri. Yeah. Yeah. I just want to share since Dr. Wong mentioned about she asked her son to do house chores, so I just add on tambah minyak sikit lah. Okay. Me myself. I'm involved with the NGO. Direct with the NGO since I stay in Sabah. In fact, yeah, in Sabah the situation is quite different from Semenanjung. Yeah, we have a lot of what do you call the undocumented group of people that doesn't belong anywhere. So what I did, me and my small team, uh, we have these small undocumented students, and then give them the basic reading, share with them how to read, how to count. You know, like I'm quite surprised that 12 years old they still don't know how to hold the pencil. So we have that here in Sabah. It's that how to say, it's that bad, that is the situation. So as a NGO, talking about to connect with the mental health, I foresee that this is something that we have to really dig on, do a research on this undocumented because they don't have anywhere to rely to. MCO1, they MCO2, and then it come to MCO3, they are mentally exhausted because right now what happened in everyday life, they are dorang hidup secara hari-hari punya payment. Dorang kerja ada duit, tak ada kerja tak ada duit. So in kesan dia is so many jenayah, it's increasing day to day. Yes, kais pagi makan pagi, increasing every day. I can even because what we as a NGO, apa sangat yang kita boleh buat? Yes, we did the bakul makanan, we give them but how long? How long can it last? For that one small bakul makanan, maybe it can last for 1 week the most. And we give extra for those who have, like budak-budak kecil, they ask for susu. We did that. But when you talk to them, and I talk to them, kesian pun ada, but kesian because they don't have anywhere to, or anyone, or maybe they themselves, diorang tak tahu, oh, this is mental health. Ramai sangat yang I jumpa yang they're just like redha. What do you call, how to say that? And they just accept it as it is. So I find this is something yang burdening me. Macam sometimes I fikir juga macam kesian sangat kat diorang ni. So this is something that I want to share what happened in Sabah lah. Yeah.
Thank you for Nurul. Yeah, I think this is something that I can always see in the TV screen, and I like to see Berita Borneo in Astra Awani, that I get to know. And I have a lot of friends in Sabah and Sarawak. They are really very warm-minded people. They are very warm. Okay, so yeah, what you say is true, and then this community, we cannot always spoon feed them, tak boleh, okay, I give you, you tak cukup, I give you. So this is where the community and also the industry should come in, maybe that will be the next topic later at 2 o'clock later, that we can talk about kebolehpasaran and keusahawanan. I think for this type of short period, so yang paling berkesan is we have to teach them how to fish, right? Not only giving them the fish. So ini ialah peranan yang boleh dimainkan oleh community dan juga industri. So, kita sama-sama untuk membantu masyarakat pada masa ini. Right. I believe that we need to go for bidang keempat, iaitu mobiliti dan kerjasama antarabangsa. Okay. So maybe I would like to invite Puan Samawati Osman. Yeah, would you like to share? Yeah, yes. Yeah, Puan Sami, yes. Yeah. Yes. We have two more bidang, yeah. Puan Sami? I think you have to speak louder. Boleh kuatkan sikit ke? Hello? Tak berapa dengar. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Maybe you can start talking. Can.
Boleh dengar? Hello?
Can.
Okay.
Saya dah dengar halo-halo dah.
Ataupun saya type saja, Doktor. Boleh? Can I type?
Oh, nak type saja. Okay.
Better lah. Sebab tadi pun saya share pun sebab saya tu saya ada masalah mic. That's why saya type saja tu maklumat.
Sekarang dah jelas dah?
Oh ya?
Dah warm up? Mic dah warm up kot. Okay, boleh siap sikit?
Okey, untuk mobiliti dan kerjasama antarabangsa ni, seperti yang Prof. Zaini cakap tadi tu memang betul. Dari segi kepimpinan lah, dari segi research dah. Penyelidikan antarabangsa melibatkan kajian-kajian yang melibatkan kepimpinan ni antara Malaysia dan juga negara luar tu agak kurang. So mungkin pelan tindakan yang boleh kita ambil adalah dengan mengadakan more conference, international conference yang melibatkan prominent researcher ataupun speaker yang kita kena pasti dalam bidang wanita ini, especially for leadership or science and technology, and then we can go do more collaboration with them. So saya rasa setiap universiti in public university in Malaysia, kita ada satu pusat penyelidikan yang di bawah Industri Pengarana Transfer Penyelidikan Innovation. Okay? So saya rasa perkara-perkara itu perlu dibangkitkan dalam perbincangan bersama pejabat-pejabat TAC di bawah penyelidikan dan informasi, di mana kerjasama atau libat urus kaitan pendidikan berkaitan kewanitaan ini boleh diperkasakan. Itu cadangan saya lah, yang saya nampak lah. So, sebenarnya berdasarkan terhadap Prof. Kita collaboration apa nama ni, dia mesti prominent pada luar negara. And kalau boleh kita limitation daripada geran itu lah. Itu sahaja pandangan saya. Dan juga ia adalah berdasarkan kepada kajian-kajian yang ada lah. Nanti saya akan share tambahan itu. Thank you.
Okay, terima kasih Puan Samawati. Okey, so seperti yang dinyatakan tadi, kalau kita dinyatakan tentang mobiliti atau kerjasama antarabangsa, selalunya the take lead one is the research group and also what is it, the collaborative with the world organization, the community organization and all. So I feel that we should move on, okay, since most of you are here today to know each other, so I think the collaborative can also start from here in a small room. So later on, maybe can exchange ideas and then we can group up together. yeah, true. We can also do more talks. Kita boleh adakan berbagai conference, taklimat, kursus-kursus untuk penduduk-penduduk setempat, where maybe we can go into a rural area, okay? Rural area to really berkongsi, memberitahu, memberi kesedaran kepada wanita-wanita ini. So I believe that sometimes the rural areas, wanita is the one that is left out, kalau dibandingkan dengan urban kawasan bandar. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. Maybe I can find Cik Nurul Huda. Very sorry that some of you are doctors, right? Very sorry, like that study is Dr. Samiwati. Yeah, can I have Nurul Huda?
Yes, what is that?
Yeah, maybe you want to share with us. Nurul Zain. Nurul Huda.
No, that's Nurhuda Abdul Rahman, I think. The other. I'm Nurhuda also.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw your name Nurul Zain.
Sorry. I thought you were calling
No
me.
problem.
Sorry, Dr. Nurul.
Can. Anybody. Yeah. I think she's not around. What about Puan Nadira? Puan Nadira, would you like to share with us?
Hi, sorry. I'm actually nursing right now, so.
Oh, okay. Multitasking. Betul lah. Okay. What about Puan Masni? Puan Masni? Oh, Secretariat. What is it? Oh, okay. Tambahan berbeza. Maybe Encik Nizam, you are quite quiet since just now. You'd like to share with us? I think senior Wrexham, there's a lot of internationalization going on in senior Wrexham. So Encik Nizam, can you share with us? Encik Nizam, are you there? Hello, Encik Nizam? Multitasking juga.
Dr. Chung, maybe while waiting for other people to speak, I can just chip in a little bit. So I think,
no problem, Prof.
I think in terms of internationalization, I think the benefits of hubungan antarabangsa for us is really for us to be able to look at norms and standards in other parts of the world as far as our achievement in gender equality is concerned. So something to learn. So it's very valuable to achieve gender equality by looking at achievements in other countries or challenges in other countries. For example, dalam konteks gender gap, kalau kita lihat instrumen-instrumen antarabangsa boleh memandu kita lah untuk mencapai gender equality dalam konteks yang framework yang telah tersedia adalah. Now, of course, this framework can always be internalized, can always be localized, as long as the basic principles in the international standards are understood and accepted. So I think dari segi meningkatkan progress dalam konteks gender equality, so that's very important for us to look at the different instruments, the different commitment yang negara kita ada terhadap instrumen antarabangsa lah. Contoh yang saya sebut tadi seperti CEDAW, dan I mean for those who are not familiar with CEDAW, it's the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. Dan convention ini sebenarnya telah ditandatangani atau telah bukan diterpakai, tapi Malaysia telah memberikan komitmen kepada instrumen ini sejak tahun 1965. And of course yang paling baru yang paling contemporary adalah SDGs. Walaupun SDG ini bukan satu legal commitment, international legal commitment, tapi dia adalah satu bentuk agenda yang global yang we can always use as a standard for achieving our gender equality. Walaupun dalam SDG tu SDG 5 sahaja yang menyatakan tentang kesesamaan gender, tetapi ada banyak lagi SDG yang targetnya menyebut tentang kepentingan kesesamaan gender, termasuklah SDG 1 on poverty, SDG 4 on education, quality education, SDG 8 on decent work, SDG 10 on equality dan sebagainya. So I think very very important untuk kita internalize dan socializekan standard-standard antarabangsa ini dalam wacana kita lah tentang kesesamaan gender. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah, I think that is really a very strong point that internalization actually is just for us to look at other people, how they really struggle and how they overcome. So we learn from them, okay? And also we can adopt and adapt actually to fit our needs in our own country. And then that is also a benchmarking. So we can see there's a lot of benchmarking that we can follow. I think that is really good. And okay, if there is no other opinions, can we go to the next bidang? We can go to the last one, literasi dan kewarganegaraan digital. I think
Dr. Chong?
Yeah.
I just want to say about mobility. Now is the best. Of course, the word mobility means we have to pergi sana, kita exchange program kan. But actually with the current situation, we allow mobility seamlessly. So this is the time actually to really you just have to it's cheaper. It's cheaper to network. It's cheaper to benchmark, to be honest. Yeah. We just before joining, I had a discussion with the US team how we can benchmark for the child and family friendly healthcare practices, and it was the need to benchmark use the SDG as Prof. Narayana sebut tu betul, kan? Tapi kita punya networking ikut niche yang kita nak. Kita kena ada, as you mentioned, benchmarking in some form. The SDGs are to bring the SDGs back to grassroots. That translational portion needs to be put in place, kan? So polisi ni apa dia punya translational aspect of it, kan? And I think this is when perhaps kita boleh share our network with each other and not work in isolation. And this is the crux of the problem in the female kepimpinan sebenarnya, visibility. Who are the people yang boleh tolong kita untuk all this benchmarking with international, siapa, kan? So I would think if at the end, if each institution or KPT can have a sharing of who are the prime movers, the female prime movers. Dalam pusat kepimpinan saya, this year sebenarnya Hari Wanita Antarabangsa, kita ada keluarkan satu buku tokoh Akademik Wanita UKM. So it's a accumulation of 167 tokoh Akademik Wanita from all the discipline that they are good at. It's not just professors. They are also associate professors in there. But for my center, of course, the leadership lah. So they have fantastic leadership role. I think every one of us, if every one of us can increase the visibility of dia punya pemimpin wanita dan niche area dia dan juga international networking individu tu, kita as a community wanita boleh benefit banyak dengan ni. I think that is something kita dalam small group ni can work at, kan? And can make a difference in, of course, the other material available online dah ada kan. I'm just thinking how best we can make use of this small group discussion. Thank you, Dr. Chong.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah, I agree. I strongly agree. The mobility is, yeah, it's one thing, especially now. Not to say that we are free, yeah, as Prof saying that, yeah, it is in a cheaper way that we just click on our data on our Wi-Fi, then we can get connected, then we can share lots of things. And another thing is, yeah, when we want to move to the grassroots, yeah, we need to translate. We need to talk in a layman word so that more women could understand. Okay, and through that we motivate them also, maybe to upskill themselves, reskilling and all these things, right? And then yeah, to make ourselves more verbal. So somebody would have to take the lead. So I think the corporate industry, then our government agencies can also come in to work together, NGO, community, everybody should play a role there. Maybe should set up some strategy, national strategy. I believe there is also quite a lot of national strategies there, but it means that it needs to outreach. I think outreach is very important. You really need to go all out to push everything all out, right? Okay. So I believe that can we go to the next bidang? There's the last bidang regarding literasi dan kewarganegaraan digital. Yeah. So kewarganegaraan digital. So especially now is the era that semua orang duduk di rumah, semua orang sit pada handphone sahaja, laptop, tab dan sebagainya. To really, not everything is technology. We cannot live without a gadget with a handphone, especially the smartphone. So okay, what can this really help us women to really progress? Can I have anyone?
Dr. Chong?
Yes.
My team works, and it's actually my niche area on health advocacy for women and children. Part of it is cyber health threats or digital wellness. Yeah, I'm also the Cyber Safe Professional of the Year 2018 for Cybersecurity Malaysia. This is when we work with industry, yeah, and I think cybersecurity, as you know, Cybersecurity Malaysia, dia ada cyber parenting module, dia ada cyber security module for schools, kan? And they introduced the digital citizenship and literacy. But in 2016, they come up with a national survey of 10,000 students, yeah, on how they are, how addicted are they with internet. As early as 7 years old, 70% dah ada gadget. By 15 years old, semua dah ada gadget. And just for everybody's information, my team buat, this is our interest because we work with children kan, and children is our future. Nanti kita tak ada, itulah yang tinggal. So we realize the increased rate of suicide, cyber aggression, cyberbully is very high. So 2 years ago, we did a kajian lintas in a sekolah berprestasi tinggi di Negeri Selangor. We look at students of 14 years old. What we found was they are not cyberbullies, but their cyber aggression is very high. So if there is any take-home message I want the team to realize this is that support you can go to the website of Cyber Security Malaysia. There's a lot of free information to download on digital literacy to help family to serve the family better. But what is missing there is the emphasis on cyber health. There are 2 cyber parenting books there that you can download for free. There's some component of it. And we are coming up with yang saya sebut dengan bahagian sumber teknologi pendidikan tu, on infographics for TV didik. You have TV didik kan? Yeah, so TV didik ni ada 7 million viewers, I was told, Dr. Chong. Fantastic, yeah? But the cyber health component is not well emphasized. So in my team, I have a team yang 2 of us are Cyber Safe Professional of the Year. And we work hard to ask Kementerian Pendidikan to emphasize on digital health when discussing digital citizenship. What is digital health, for example, like us now we're looking at, how many of us know that if you spend, that you need to rest your eye, after 20 minutes, you need to rest your eye for 20 seconds and look 20 feet away. So maybe kita yang dah rabun jauh ni tak kira sangat. Tapi anak-anak, kalau dia duduk tengok aja gadget tu kan, kalau TV didik buat 1 jam and tak ada break, kita akan dapat tinggi risiko, that's right, 2020. Kita akan dapat tinggi incidence of myopia. Begitu juga cara kita tundukkan leher kan. You know when you bend your neck, flex your neck, there's a certain degrees if you put pressure, extra pressure on the spine, cervical spine. So you get subluxation, you get a problem with your neck strain, it's called text neck, yeah. So for us in the medical, we want to, and we want KPT and KPM to emphasize on digital wellness and but all cyber health threats to make the family more cyber resilient. Yeah. When talking about literacy and digital citizenship, that's my team contribution to the entire digital citizenship, because we know training how to make sure the kids or us or women are very good at online sales, making sure they are safe is very important, kan? So cyber security is not just about hacking, online safety. The safety is inclusive of our physical health and mental health as well. And we did with a national program in 2017, the Safer Internet Day, 2017, 2018, every February of the year. I'm not really, on all honesty, sometimes I don't think everybody knows, but this is the platform, I hope, yeah, if the 16 of us in here can look it up, there'll be a change for 16 families and 16 organizations, I hope, yeah, to emphasis on digital wellness. Thank you, Dr. Chong.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah, so really, when you talk about cyber, especially now, yes, first thing that all of us are looking at the laptop, only our group, we have been looking at the screen for already, especially me, yeah, for nearly 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours plus. So yeah, sometimes I would just rest myself, yeah, but then looking far is another thing. I hardly look far, so today I have really learned something. All right. And then yes, cyber security, cyber health, cyber resilience. So I think most of us also need to be alert lah. And then especially now we are really easily hooking on it. Just click, just touch, and then we will go everywhere, right? All right. So, and then
Dr.
I can,
Chung,
yeah. Yes.
sorry, I mean, other than, I just want to chip in on this. I mean, other than the literacy yang berkaitan dengan physiological health, I think especially when it comes to apa ni, gender equality and women is concerned, there is also the importance of literacy about the impact of the digitalization, social media, and so on safety of women, on the issue of violence against women. Because I think we can observe, kalau kita tak ada study pun, because we don't have much study on this, but there are studies internationally. So, for example, I've been involved in a study that looks at the impact of social media bullying, for example, against women in Korea, so in South Korea. So these are also impacted apa ni, I mean there I know that there are studies in Malaysia, tapi dia belum develop, belum well developed. And sometimes it's difficult also to get grants to study these issues. because maybe it's not rated as a priority. So but you know, the impact in terms of violence against women, because we do see that the different experience of women's social media punya practitioner or someone who perhaps like you, if you say influencer and so on, sometimes the violence is very severe against women who gives an opinion. For example, an opinion is, and the opinion is there are disagreement about the opinion, threats of violence, threats of rape, threats of murder, and things like that. So I think this is also very, very important. And the threats, normally the severe threats also come from men. So these are the gender aspect that needs to be looked at as far as the literacy, the digital literacy. And I think you know, Malaysia, I think, has a reputation about this in terms of, first in terms of the usage, the high usage of social media and so on, but also in terms of the way that Malaysians are using the space, whether they are respecting the space properly and so on. And especially this has a special impact on women, and sometimes because it has a threat that is beyond cyber, you know, the threat that is present beyond the cyberspace, where the threat can be translated into very physical kind of threat. I think this is also very.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Yeah, yes, I really agree, you know, that through the social media, there are quite a lot of threats also. Sometimes fake news traumatize us, especially, you know, the kids, you know, the younger generation, they're easily influenced by fake news, you know. And also, yes, social media platform is usually used by many of the scammers now, especially financially, they really scam a lot of people. So not only women, but men also is involved, you know. So they are targeting, and they have their techniques, you know, really to fish anyone that really falls into their trap. So that is the reason why cybersecurity came out. And I felt that there's a lot of things and effort that has been done by the cybersecurity, and they really go all out to help us. All right. So besides that, is there anything that we need to discuss regarding this topic? So to reiterate, and then how really we need to digitalize every part of the news or information in social media or through internet is very important. So this is really something that actually we can also give talk to not only the women community but to everybody regarding the threats of overuse or over committed to this social media, right? Is there anything that
I want to highlight
yes,
about the risk of pornography. I think safety tadi kita bercakap pasal wanita kena harass semua tu betul kan, kita jadi mangsa tinggi mangsa. Tapi saya dalam kita punya ongoing kajian sekarang, kita dapati ada beberapa social media yang tidak dikawal rapi oleh MC lagi. If you can bring to the attention of the Twitter usage among adolescent, young women, young men, you will see that dia tidak ada batas dalam akses dia untuk bahan-bahan pornografi. Begitu juga dalam Telegram. Jadi this is something yang mungkin little that we can do at this point of time, but I think you need to highlight when you talk about literacy and digital citizenship, empowering women. In fact, there is a data last year, kan? The highest gender to access pornographic material worldwide is female. Okay, this is of course, they look only at the developed countries. They did not screen. There was no data from the ASEAN. But we will soon get into that situation, I suppose, if we don't curb. We're not trying to be curbing information, but I think this is going to create a very unhealthy society. And I don't think we need to go into depth about that. I think everybody knows. But these are the two platforms, Dr. Chong. I think when we discuss about digital literacy and wanting to make sure women are not victim, this is also one of it. The Telegram, usage of Telegram, tengok saya rasa ramai yang guna kan. Saya tak gunalah. Sebab saya tak guna sebab apa? Sebab saya punya phone bukan jenis yang canggih sangat. Okay. So it is ketidaksamaan taraf lah. Kalau kita berdiam saja tentang hal ini. Dan yang involved tu mungkin bukan wanita umur kita, tetapi melibatkan remaja kanak-kanak, remaja perempuan dan juga wanita muda. Okay, thank you Dr. Chong. Thank you Doris.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Yeah, yes. So actually, many people like to use Telegram because in a way that they can transfer file fully in a big capacity. So that is the reason why many people use. Yes, and also this convenience has already created threats. I believe that. Yeah, it's very, very much true about it. So and then now there's so many apps that easily download, for free. So this is also one thing that sometimes we cannot say that it is not good, but everything there's a pro and con. Okay.
That's right.
So can I round up our session because we will go for a break at 2 and then break at 1. And then 2 o'clock we will have our second topic discussion. Then at 3 o'clock we will have our work cafe again at 3. So I'll be meeting you all at 3 again. So but before that I would like to round up. So today we have already talked about 5 bidang yang telah bincang bersama-sama. Then we have a lot of kepakaran di sini that satu sama lain dikongsi. We bukan saja kongsi di setakat bilik ini, kita pergi sampai Borneo, Sabah dan Sarawak. You have Miss Nurul to share a lot of things with us, right? And I saw Miss Zairini. She has also shared some information in our chat. A study of UN Women in 2019 on online violence among women in Asian countries. Okay, so we can go and have a look later. Thank you. All right. So secara keseluruhan kita sudah berbincang banyak isu kekangan yang dihadapi oleh kaum wanita terutamanya, since this symposium is for wanita, but sometimes it actually also affected the men also. So kita haruslah mengenal pasti apakah hala tuju kita selepas kita dapati terdapat beberapa kekangan isu sejak dulu lagi. So sekarang kita nak kurangkan atau nak kecilkan jurang berkenaan. So kita perlu bertindak dengan segera di mana kita boleh berhentikan ataupun mengurangkan stereotyping ini supaya membuka lebih ruang dan peluang kepada warga ataupun kaum wanita di negara kita. Dan selain daripada itu, selain daripada membuka peluang sahaja, tak cukup. Kita perlu memberi motivasi, kita perlu memberi sebaran maklumat. Kita mesti mewujudkan positivity dalam kalangan kaum wanita ini supaya mereka boleh menghadapi cabaran terus untuk mendapatkan kehendak sendiri, keperluan sendiri, menetapkan self goal. What is their goal actually? Supaya mereka boleh digerakkan sepanjang masa. So selain daripada itu, komuniti dan industri juga adalah penting untuk masuk bersama-sama untuk bekerjasama dengan pihak kerajaan di mana kita memberi peluang kepada wanita-wanita ini sejak usia muda seperti yang dinyatakan tadi, sejak dari sekolah rendah lagi. Kepimpinan ini harus diutamakan supaya semua kena pasti bahawa saya ada talent. This is my talent to proceed. And also at the same time, internationalization is also important. Kerjasama dengan antarabangsa, organisasi antarabangsa, di mana kita learn from them. Kita tengok keadaan di situ supaya kita dapat merangka satu plan tindakan untuk negara kita sendiri, untuk kita gerak segera. Okay? Gerak segera. So kita create benchmark, kita kaji sama ada benchmark ini sesuai ke. So that is the researchers. The researchers play important roles also here. Alright. And lastly, so literasi dan kewarganegaraan digital itu adalah penting bukan setakat untuk wanita sahaja, kepada orang muda, kepada kanak-kanak, kepada orang tua. This should be we should literate the pro and the cons of digitalization at this modern world now, and especially during this pandemic COVID, where people the boundaries are no boundaries, but the boundaries has been digitalized. There's no more walls. Okay, so this is what we have discussed during this session. So I would like to say thank you very much to everybody. Terima kasih kepada semua peserta, and we have really a very great perbincangan. So saya harap kita boleh jumpa lagi pada pukul 3. Alright, terima kasih. Do we need to have a photography session?
Thank you.
Cik Nuraini, you need us to have a session, photography session, the host, or just leave group? Cik Nuraini, are you there? Cik Nuraini.
Bolehlah kita ambil gambar.
Boleh
boleh
tak?
bro, boleh
Boleh,
semua on kan.
Okay.
Bolehlah.
Video.
Yang senang nak dapat dengan speaker, Rona Raida semua.
Kenangan kan?
Okey, saya kira 1, 2, 3 ya. Sebentar ya.
Ada lagi tak buka?
Sekejap ya, ada lagi tak buka lagi? Okey, ada lagi.
Lambat sangat kamera nak on.
Ini saya.
Hai, Cik Nizam.
Itulah our hero.
Okey, diminta semua senyum depan kamera. 1, 2, 3. Smile. One more. Okey, terima kasih. Nanti saya share.
Jumpa lagi nanti. Okey, kita jumpa lagi pukul 3.
InsyaAllah, terima kasih.
Okey, terima kasih. Malika? Hi, Miss Malika.
Ya, saya. Hi.
You're very quiet. So, how about the report? You're okay? You need me to have a look for you? You got the catatan?
Ya. Saya tengah susun balik. Sebab
kalau,
tadi cakap saya tulis dalam satu bahagian kolom.
Ya, saya boleh tolong. You need me to look through, you can just send to me lah. Boleh. WhatsApp pun boleh. You have my number?
Ada. Have.
Alright. So nanti bila you siap, saya boleh tolong sikit. Okay, thank you. See you later. Alright, terima kasih.
Terima kasih doktor. Terima kasih Malika.
Terima kasih Cik Nuraini. See you
Kita jumpa
later.
petang nanti. Bye.
Okay, bye.